Hello, hi, welcome to the Kirk Linden live stream. I'm your host, Kirk Linden, and today we're going underground, baby. We're revisiting Tony Hawk's Underground. Like, where is it? I got it right here. Right here, we're playing it on the Nintendo. Can I speak at all? Nintendo? The Nintendo Gamecube, we're going to be playing it on. This is an all-time classic Tony Hawk game. One of my personal favorites in the series. I think a lot of people who are fans of the series kind of feel the same way. But once again, as we did with our last stream where we talked about Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2 and Dave Mirra's Freestyle BMX, we're kind of revisiting some of these games as we lead up to the release of the Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remake that is highly anticipated by me, at least, and probably many others out there. So we're just in the mood for some extreme sports, some Tony Hawk, and let's get going. Let's just check it out. I haven't played this game in a long time. We're playing on original hardware. I got my GameCube controller ready to go. Yo, Jim Brennan, how you doing? Do a flip. Do you even tech deck, bro? I actually bought during the pandemic when everyone was kind of going through some mental anguish. I think it was around the pandemic. I ordered some tech decks and just had it around my desk and was just finger flipping and all that shit. That sounds dirtier than it needs to, but we're going to play. I think a lot of people probably played this. Most people probably played Tony Hawk Underground on Xbox or PlayStation 2. I played it originally on Xbox, the OG Xbox, but I have it now on the GameCube, and probably most people played the other versions because they didn't want to have to deal with the GameCube controller for this game. They probably prefer the D-pad. The D-pad's a little more accurate for precise tricks and all that stuff, and it's hard to argue that. However, I do have to say, revisiting the GameCube controller, this thing's robust. This thing's strong. This thing can take a beating. I bet this would survive a nuclear blast. So you can kind of, like, the joystick is just really tough. There's no button to push down, kind of like modern thumbsticks. You push it down. So this thing is pretty rugged. So anyway, we're going to start a new campaign in Tony Hawk's Underground Thug. We're calling this stream K.L.U.G, Kirk Linden Underground. Here's the thing, though. There's a little wrinkle, as last time when we played Matt Hoffman Pro BMX, and is that what it's even called? Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX? I don't know what it's called. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX and Dave Mirra's Freestyle BMX. We can't really use the licensed soundtrack, which is obviously one of the highlights of these games, of the series. And this is a really good licensed soundtrack. So in order for us not to play in utter silence, we are going to play a little playlist of local Boston area punk bands that I grew up with that are not copywritten. I don't think they're copywritten. A bunch of old bands I used to see back in the day where I would buy their albums and all that stuff, ripped them on my hard drive. Uh-oh, we better skip that before any copyright comes in. And then I'm also going to throw in some stuff of music that I've made, which is not exactly punk, but just to spice it up in there. The thing about these soundtracks is they're very eclectic, and they have like hip hop to mix up the punk and hardcore. So in order to do that on our end, I'm throwing in some of my beats that I've made. So we're going to do a little bit of that just to keep things from being too sad and quiet here. Why don't we start off by just playing something on this playlist, and then we'll get going. And let me know if the audio is too soft, too loud, any of that stuff. Story mode. We're going to start a new story. Should we do too easy? Beginner, normal, and sick. I actually don't remember there being difficulty settings, but obviously we're going to do normal. I mean, I could do sick, but I'm okay at these games, but not. There's some people who are just unbelievably good at these games, and that's not me. So we got to start with our character creator here. Oh shoot, I'm gonna I skipped over that for a second, but there was like music in the background. I just want to make sure we don't get flagged. So just had to do that. All right, edit current. This guy sucks. Pre-made skaters. I didn't know. Let's see. Steve, Becky, Mike, Jim. Should do this one for Jim. Chad, Joey. Joey's kind of funny. Let's. All right, let's do light skin to skin color. Oh yeah, let's get weird with it. Incel Steve. Yeah, we got to name our guy too. Let's make him look like a character, like what's it, Skeeter from Doug. Oh no, he has like teal skin. Yeah. No, I kind of was. Let's do this. A little more sat value. Yeah. Hair. I mean, we probably. What is this? So we got this helmet. How do we get this? Are we just stuck with this helmet because I picked this guy? Even though I selected none. Forward hat, none. There we go. Okay. We got to set his hair first. How do you rotate? Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is really bad. I mean, flat top's good. Maybe we should do like Captain Picard. Actually, this is so stupid. We might have to do this. Hair color. Let's do like bright green. Yeah, look at that, baby. Looking good. Looking real good. Facial hair. Ooh, kind of like beard too. This is really stupid looking. We got to make our guy look not very... Lamb chops. Oof, this looks really bad. That's why we might have to do it. Why is this like so much darker? His facial hair is just darker that way. There we go. Beard too. All right. Well, if we... Hats kind of removes his whole look, but at the same time, if we see a funny one... Russian hat's always good. Maybe a visor. I mean, a cowboy hat's also funny. Nah, this hat's good. We got to do that because it's so stupid. All right, what do we got? What do we got for color here? Kind of got all these covered. Maybe orange. Oop, oh my gosh. And like a bright. We just gotta, make sure our guy's looking. Oops. Let's give him glasses, and then we gotta pick a good shirt, and then we'll... Casual. Geek style. Yeah, let's do this. Glasses color, oh boy. I was gonna just do like... Yeah. There we go. All right, so we got our guy there. Shirt style. Oh my goodness, there's just too many options in this game. Eesh. Tiki style. Oof. Brutal. These low poly graphics make it look really bad, but I think we just have to do it. Backpack. The flower backpack. Yeah, let's do it. That's fine. We can't spend forever doing this. Let's go leg options. Snow. Boxers, okay. Shoes. There we go. All right. Our guy's looking ready to skate. I don't know if you can tell, I'm in a Cincinnati hotel visiting a plastic factory for work, just like Tony. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you could join. Well, all right, now we have to save skater. Oh. I have my other guy's name is Thick Boy apparently. So what's this guy's name? Do Bucky. Or we'll do Buck. Mick. Buck McDuck. Classic skater name. All right, now we're ready to actually play the game. All right. Design deck. I mean, shit. Oh, there's so many. Oh my goodness. Didn't even know about, I forgot about this whole part of it, but this looks good. Graphics set to, oh my god. Someone's face just on here. That's pretty good. This is fine. Layer 1. All cool stuff, right? Ooh, Skellington. Wait, letters, numbers, faces. I don't really love any of these, but it's fine. Let's put 69, dude. Sure, there we go. Very good. Gotta make sure I save over this guy and not my other save. All right, let's play the game. Here we go.
Well, I just got my ride all set up. Sort of.
Looks like that thing's held together with duct tape. Let's go skate.
It's our buddy Eric, everyone's favorite. Can't pretend I don't know what happens in this story, but I think that this is the first Tony Hawk game that really had a story going for it. Tony Hawk 4 introduced the whole open world, grab some sort of goals and objectives from NPCs on the map type gameplay. This one took it another level. It sort of has the same open world design, but they actually added a story where you start off in New Jersey with your buddy Eric. You rise in popularity and fame. Some stuff happens. I won't spoil it in case you haven't played this game, but it's a pretty, for a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game. Oh my gosh, look at all these stat increases for playing for the first time. It's a pretty decent little story, and it has some twists and turns that are pretty fun, honestly. So, starting off here in New Jersey, which is actually a really, really great level. I think the levels in this game are generally very good. And I think that starts off really strong. New Jersey's a great level. Lots to do, lots to grind on, lots of combo lines. And then this game also, every game before this in the series kind of did a thing where, oops, you just get stat points and you manually adjust the stats of your skater. And this one kind of does the Elder Scrolls Oblivion type thing where you just get stat points by doing stuff. So if you want to get your grinding stats up, just grind for a really long time. Speed is from combos. There's all sorts of different ways to sort of get combos. Get your stats up. Sorry, I'm like just concentrated too hard and lost my point halfway through that. But yeah, just man, it feels good just doing stuff and increasing stats and just getting rewarded for playing the game. Thanks for stopping by, Jim. I appreciate it, man. All right, let's go talk to our buddy Eric over here and actually do some of these goals here.
What up, Eric?
What up, Eric?
Hey, help me out here.
And crack open a little brewski.
I was just skating, minding my own, and the dealers grabbed my board. They tore it apart.
They grabbed my board.
My knee's wrecked. Could you grab them for me?
Oh.
Man.
Oh, man. Already giving me chores to do. Use A to jump and R. Yeah, this is where you're off your board. This is the first game to do that. And I think it's pretty cool. I mean, this is kind of where stuff starts to jump the shark a little bit. Because, you know, how much of the game do you really want to play off your board? But I think in this game, it's before things get a little too ridiculous. And it works pretty well. It's a little janky for sure. Like I'm having the camera. Oh my goodness. The camera is inverse.
Thanks. Here's your deck back. You can get off the... So, give this a...
Tap Z to get on or off. Oh, Z on the GameCube controller. Is that really how you do it? Okay, now jump while running. Mm-hmm. I don't incorporate the caveman, this is called the caveman when you get off your board. I don't incorporate it as much as I probably should just because I'm used to playing with the old school controls. Let's see if we can change the camera. Can we change the camera controls? Because that's kind of... Wait, you can do widescreen? Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, but the picture doesn't change to widescreen. Camera angle 1. Oh, you can change a camera angle too? Or we'll stick to 1. I mean, I'm not trying to do this. Yeah, I don't know if you can... I don't know if there's any way to invert the controls there. That's fine. It's just inverse of every other game. Dude, this game is great. They kind of, I think for the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remake, they basically took the moveset and like the physics from Underground 2 or maybe American Wasteland, which is great because I think that's really good, smooth gameplay. And I think this game just feels really good to play, even though I'm not great at it, as you can see. All right. Let's talk to Sean, the local skater. Put up some flyers. Here we go. Wait, oh my gosh. The important part in all of these games, and I've just been playing a little Tony Hawk 4 off stream as well, is the quick ability to reset once you screw up. All right, so I think the move here is to go up and down and not worry about left and right. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, there's just a million of them. Okay. I thought there was like specific ones you had to get. Man. If you haven't played Tony Hawk, or haven't played it in a while, let me tell you, the game's still very fun and feels very good. And I think the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remake is a great place to either start or revisit the series because it works on all modern platforms. This game is, while great, you know, I'm only able to play it because I have the GameCube, and it does also work on, I have an Xbox 360 still, so the Xbox version will work on the 360, but not on Xbox Series S, X, or Xbox One. Or you could do the old emulator route, of course. But there's probably some like input delay on the emulator side of things. So long story short, Tony Hawk 1 and 2 Remake is the best way to play these games on modern platforms. But I'm excited for 3 and 4 to come out because I think that's when the levels start to get really good. Classic levels in Tony Hawk 2 specifically, but
Now that you're done prancing on and off
Man,
your board, let's actually skate.
Tony Hawk 3 and 4 has some great levels too.
At least I'm not
I'm really
just
excited for that 3 and 4 to come out.
I'll show you, gimp.
A little competition with our boy Do a Melon in the drainage ditch.
Well, someone's been practicing. Okay, Mr. Hawk.
Eric, what a great guy.
Buster grab
Just a
and
best
grab.
friend. No
Do it
nefarious
a few times.
schemes from this guy. What? Oh, I guess it didn't say I needed to manual between them. I thought you had to manual them all in one combo, but beat Eric's score. Oh, fart. Embarrassing. Let's do a couple lip tricks. Oh, shiced. There we go. Ooh! There we go. Well, was that the sack tap? I love the sack tap. The goofy trick. Better than my boy Eric, that's for sure.
Whatever.
Whatever. Piss off, Eric. No, we can't go to this part of the map yet. Give us the old boot if we try to go down here. I think most of the levels in this game, I mean, the levels in Tony Hawk 4 is where things start to get pretty sizable because of the open world nature of finding NPCs on the map to do goals. And this game takes it to the next level. These maps are massive. So I think you have to grind for like a long time to get some of your grind stats up too. I never know how much like your balance, like your grind stats affect your balance meter, because it's like grinding's one of those stats that you can just like, if you just are, you do the balance meter for a little bit. You got to find like a really long rail too. I'm not trying to do anything complicated here, just trying to grind for a long time. But I think you have to grind without jumping. Oh, you know where you have to do that? You have to find like a pool to grind around. That's the trick. Like Well, you have to go a little speed. Let's get some special and grind around this pool, and we can boost our rail stats. I have to get that. All right. Here we go. Just see how long we can grind for. There we go. Grind for 15 seconds. Got some extra rail stats. Oh, shit. Can we look at our stats? How do we see our stats? Edit tricks? No. Yeah, I don't know how you can, view stats. There we go. Duh. Run. Yeah, if you do, if we should just get some special and manual for a while too. Do a bunch of flip tricks and these combos. Get our run stat up there. All right, well, now that we got our stats on most things up a tiny bit, we can... I don't know how you get like your grab stats like a thing? Maybe it's how... I wonder what you have to do to get your grab. Grabbing isn't a stat, actually. It's got to be like hang time or air. All right, let's go do some goals. Try to progress in the story a little bit here. Walk Charles. We gotta walk the dog. I don't know where that is exactly. Oh, there's something over here. Is this like the car racing thing? A couple of the goals. The only thing is like, this game is good and fun and whatnot, but you do a lot of non-skating stuff in these missions. Like here we are driving. Not the worst, but I'd rather be skating most of the time. Ooh. But considering how this is like basically the fifth game in the series, I think it's acceptable for them to get a little experimental with the gameplay, especially since before this things were getting a little stale. If they kept doing it, that is. I think the games up until this point are still very fun. I actually think that Tony Hawk's 1, 2, 3, 4, and Underground oh my god. I'm missing whatever this goal is. Fuck. All really good. I think Underground 2 is the first game that kind of started to lose me a little bit, because Tony Hawk's Underground 2 is, while it feels really good to play and has good levels, is essentially where they really leaned hard into the whole jackass thing, and it kind of the whole game is like a prank war. It's like Team Bam, Team Tony Hawk. And it's like, I think they got the story and the tone right in this game. And they kind of went overboard in the next one. They basically, the first game where they introduced the story, they got it right. And then after that, started to lose it a little bit. And American Wasteland is actually another game I'm going to try to revisit before Tony Hawk 3 and 4 comes out, because that's one I never even finished. I never finished American Wasteland. I don't even know. I think I just did the classic mode.
Yo, check this out.
In American Wasteland and didn't even do the main story. So I'm going to revisit that before the 3-4 remake comes out as well. Sorry, I'm talking over this amazing cutscene with Chad Muska, the coolest guy, visiting New Jersey.
Muska, chillin'. Where? Australia.
See?
That's how you hook it up. I mean, what's he done? Pop down a few rails in his traveling world?
Kind of wish you could put subtitles on these cutscenes. You need to hear what everyone's saying. Local skater Joey.
That looks like a good place to skate.
All right, so his pool by the skate score 30,000 in front of Chad. All right, Chad, you want to see some? Want to see some points, dog?
Hey, what's up, man? That was a sick line you had back there.
Whoa,
Thanks, Chad.
I'm a huge fan.
I kind of like the way that the pro skaters are integrated into this game. Like, this is how Chad Muska is integrated into this story.
I hear you, man. Back in
Like, hey man, I see you're a really weird, goofy looking dude with pink skin and sick hat.
Check out their riders and try to get hooked up. And yo, Merry Christmas.
Oh. Did 30,000 in front of Chad, got his board. Let's go.
Mr. Peralta's not here right now, but if
And then we got a little
by a skate shop,
day-night cycle on these maps too is cool. Like now you get to see like a little dusk. New Jersey at dusk. What a beautiful scenario. Look how just gray and brown this all is. That's something that I know people have talked about with the new Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remake. The footage that's coming out has shown that they've switched the day and night of some of the levels, like the airport from Tony Hawk 3. They've made it into a night level now, as opposed to the day in which it appeared originally on Tony Hawk's 3. And that's pretty cool, just a little change, spice it up. But it also begs the question, like, kind of cool if like day and night was a little dynamic in these levels too. Like from any Tony Hawks that come out from this point forward, it'd be kind of nice if either you can set what time of day it is, or if as you play, like the time of day just changes. I think that would add a nice little spice and feel to it, because even though this is the same map we were just playing, it has a different vibe, you know, different vibe at depending on what time of day it is, and that's always cool. I think it gets even darker at some point. We have to do some like stealth missions in this level before we unlock the next one. Oh man. I played this game a couple years after it came out, like after the fact. I was a big fan of the series, but by the time this game came out, I was in college and, you know, didn't have the sort of time and effort to keep up with all of the new releases coming out. However, at some point, I went with some friends to a game store and we got a used copy of Tony Hawk's Underground, and that's where I played it for the first time, and I was blown away. I was like, man, I was missing out on this. This is really good. Because Tony Hawk's 2, 3, and 4, I pretty much got right when they came out. Tony Hawk 2 was the first game that I really played fully, and that's where I fell in love with the series. It's where I fell in love with the soundtracks. So I first learned about Rage Against the Machine, Millencolin, Bad Religion. So that was some formative years playing this series. I actually didn't have a console though. I didn't have like a PlayStation or you know, this was before Tony Hawk 1 and 2 came out, before Xbox was a thing, but it basically came out on PS1 and N64, and my buddy had Tony Hawk 1 on N64, and we played it a lot. We just played it at his house. And then we basically had skateboards. We would be in his place playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. And then when we would take breaks playing the game, we would like go into his driveway and just try to do skateboarding moves, except we were really, really terrible. And then we just come in. Once we realized that we're bad and couldn't skate, we'd come back inside, play more Tony Hawk. And but I didn't have a system. I didn't have a PlayStation or an N64, so I couldn't experience it outside of being at my friend's house. It wasn't until Tony Hawk 2 came out, and then that one actually had a PC release. And so I played Tony Hawk 2 on PC, and oh my god, just mind-blowing experience. That's also where they introduced the manual, which really let you connect tricks together and lead to bigger combos. So anyway, brief history of my experience with Tony Hawk.
You're local, right?
That all being said, I think Tony Hawk 3 might be my favorite. And that's why I'm really excited for this remake coming up.
Dude, I go to school.
Go to school with your sister.
Right.
You gotta do Chris's best line, man. Think we're better than Chris?
What? It took me 6 months to hit that line.
Well, you suck, bro.
Whatever, probably a fluke. See if you can hit this.
This game does have a nice... I was just complaining a few minutes ago about how this game has you do a lot of skatery things. Oh my goodness. But I will say the skate goals are really... There's a nice variety to the skating goals in this. Like, recreating some lines here is some stuff that... I guess we just have to hit these objects. We don't have to do it in one combo. I keep thinking like, oh, we got to do these all in one combo. But really good variety in skating goals in this game. Oh my goodness. And if anyone's wondering, I'm playing a soundtrack that consists of local bands, and by local bands I mean from the Boston area where I grew up. A lot of hardcore and punk bands from that area. This band is called Sherman Burns. Got another band in here called Mutt. That was my friend's band. Got a good punk band called 80 Proof. Couple of good bands from that back in the day, early maybe like early 2010s. I would love to play the soundtrack from this game, which has a really good soundtrack, but we don't want to be flagged by the YouTube bots. It's copyright stricken. Okay. Let's do... I think this one calls out the tricks, if I remember. It's funny, I haven't played this game in so long, but some of these things I just remember very well. Yeah. Wait. Oh, wait. Jump onto the roof. Hold on. Jump onto the roof. Use the quarter pipe. Okay, now we're on the roof. Oh, okay. So I just said, oh, he calls out the tricks. I remember this, and it's like not what happens at all. Oops.
Nice. Now spine back down, and I'll tell Mr. Grumpy.
Spine back down, baby. Impress Sean. Sean is thoroughly impressed. This is one of those games when you like kind of like learn how to play it. You just kind of get into like a flow state with it. That's, I mean, I'm gonna get booted from this area. It just feels great to play and just jam around. I feel like I'm okay at the game, but you see some people who are really good at this game are doing I'm just kind of doing random tricks a lot of the time. I know the general feel of where certain tricks are, and I kind of just stick to certain categories of tricks. Like I know when I want to do a flip trick, a grab, a manual, caveman. I know that stuff, but I'm generally not like doing specific tricks for the most part, and that's kind of my skill ceiling. I think the players who are really good are like doing specific tricks, keeping it spiced up, because when you repeat tricks, the scoring scale does start to go down, so it's diminishing returns if you repeat tricks, and that's probably something that has held back some of my sick combos, but I don't know. I'm also just enjoy the game as I do. All right, let's find another goal to do. It's interesting how like this game is paced so differently than the previous games. Like Tony Hawk 2, Tony Hawk 3, the classic sort of just, here's a level, here are some goals, and then you unlock more levels. Like you can zip through those games. Like if you're on pace, like you can just like play Tony Hawk 3, just like bang out a bunch of goals in the foundry and unlock the next level in like one run, 2 runs. This game, like, you know, you do a bunch of goals and then the day-night cycle changes, and then you do a bunch more goals, and then there's like a couple iterations of each level that you play before you move on, and the goals are a little more involved. So the idea that we've been playing this long and we are still on New Jersey, granted I'm spending a lot of this time fucking around, this kind of speaks to how kind of epic this game feels. I don't think it takes too long, but you can't just blast through this game the same way.
So you want to be sponsored, huh?
That being said, I'm sure if you look up like speed runs of this game, I'm sure they're out of control.
Yeah, sure.
But that's true with any game, I guess. 20,000 points. Oh my God. How will I ever do that? Bro, I did 30K in front of Chad a minute ago. Some of these tricks though, like the 1 foot Japan, it's hard to tell. It's hard to line up. The animation is weird enough where like, oh my God. Just gave him shit. Now I can't do this. Some of the animations are harder to line up just because it's trickier to see where your board is in rotation to land back on the ramp. Okay, now it's raining and even darker at night. Yeah, so this is where you have to do like a Splinter Cell, some stealth missions. Yeah, this is like where this one, if I recall, takes a while because you have to not be seen by them. You have to like kind of like, oh my gosh. And the camera is inverse, which is just so shitty. Okay, I got spotted. I gotta be better. Here we go. Got it. Oh, that actually didn't take that long. I remember spending a long time doing that the first time I played. Because some of the on-foot controls, while it's cool that they're there, a little janky, a little sloppy to do. What are you up to, Eric? What did you do? Oh my gosh. Some red flags on Eric pretty early in this game. You know, just lighting an SUV on fire. It was a good track change right as we see this guy.
Mr. Peralta? Wait, are you the Stacy Peralta?
That's me. You the guy my skaters have been talking about?
Well, I hope so. I'd like to be sponsored.
The Stacy Peralta.
Yeah, so would everybody else. I'll tell you what. Make me a sponsoring video. Show me what makes you different than Bobby B down the street, okay? And please don't hand me anything from the senior spots in New Jersey, because I've seen it all.
Done. No local spots and different tricks.
Okay.
Dude, I just talked to Stacy Peralta.
They know. Those gangsters know it was me.
What are you talking about?
Paranoid,
To
dude.
my house last night. They were parked outside waiting for me. I gotta get the hell out of here. My cousin's got a place in New York. You gotta help me get to the train station across the river.
Oh, we gotta help Eric escape from the gangsters because he decided to light their car on fire. What a jackass. Thick Boy, story chapter 27. So I beat this on the GameCube at some point. I also beat this on Xbox originally. So. Chapter 3.
Eric, you okay? I think we lost him.
We gotta get at it, but if we bring him some scraps.
Okay, what are we doing? Trash collected? What are we doing? Getting some bullshit? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Doing this hogwash. I don't know why we're collecting junk. Oh, my gosh. Okay, where is the other? Oh my god. I do like that there's just like half pipes on the roof. Oh my goodness. Okay, where's... Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the rest of the junk? Oh my gosh. Ooh, come on. There we go. It's like, grab on that ledge. Let's sketch, baby. Sketch. Okay, we gotta switch sides on the sketch as to not... Oh, what? I think I didn't have it lined up properly. Skitchin', baby. Hey, there we go. We cleared the bridge. Unlock the rest of this map. Oh my god. It's nice to get the whole map so you can do the full, some of these full combo lines. Look at that, a little $3.95 for you. Yeah, this game, I mean, like, you know, a lot of the vibes are very, very dated in terms of, it feels very much like a game culturally that came out in 2003, but gameplay wise, this game holds up very well. Just great flow to it.
No skater punks allowed in the
Please, man.
Guess I was too.
What's your problem, Bacon Bits? Wake up on the wrong
Bacon
this
bits.
morning?
Fuck the police.
Why, you
That's how you know this game is for real. That's all it takes. Pork. Oh my gosh. Didn't even land it. Didn't know we were still skating on that thing. Oh, now we're at kind of dusk again. Ooh, moody. Like the train station. I think there's a, if I recall, there's like there's some classic levels hidden within the game. You can collect them. Like, I think there's a Tony Hawk 2 level that you can like unlock somewhere in this train station. I can't remember exactly how you get it. I thought it was over here. But, like, I thought it was like something... Maybe it's on this side? I forget. There's like an icon. There's like little like icons, little collectibles you can see, and they unlock some classic Tony Hawk levels to play. And is this the first game to do that in the series, where you just like unlock levels from the previous games? It might be. Can't recall offhand. If Tony Hawk 4 did it. I don't think it did. All right, so that's cool. Let's go into the dark. Loser. Or like, I wonder if this has have to be in a specific mode to unlock. Anyway, I swear I remember that being a thing, but... Ollie the Bum.
What's that smell?
Reference to Ollie the Magic Bum in Venice Beach, Tony Hawk 2. recover all the pieces in one continuous combo, eh?
They took Eric. The dealers. They're heading east.
The dealers took Eric. You idiot, Eric. I can always bail you out. The dealers, they took Eric. Stupid ass Eric.
Don't worry, amigo. They're not getting away from me.
Oh, the turbocharged boys showed up. We get a little drifting going here. Let's turn into a little Forza Horizon real quick. Oh no. I'm gonna fucked up. Yeah. Fuck. At least it starts you off in the checkpoints in the missions. It doesn't make you do like the entire... Fuck. It doesn't make you do the entire thing over again. Because that would be annoying. That's like, I remember that was the big problem with like the GTA mission. Oh my god. I was not ready for him to turn that way. I remember some of the older GTA missions, they were really long and involved, and sometimes it would take like half an hour to do some of those missions. And if you failed, you have to start all the way over from the beginning. And I think it was like Red Dead Redemption maybe, that finally kind of had you checkpoints throughout the missions where you didn't have to replay it every single fucking time. Oh my god. There we go. This looks like the game Driver. What's up, Joel? Yeah, I know. It's a little... Who knew that we were playing Tony Hawk? We're playing a little Forza Horizon. Actually, Driver, you know what's funny? I remember that came out on PC as well, and it never worked on my PC, so I never got to play it. But I know there was like PlayStation and probably some Nintendo versions of that game. Did you play that game recently? Did you play that on a retro console semi-recently? Manhattan, yeah, just unlocked another level. Yeah, so it takes like, I mean, we were kind of fucking around for a lot of that, but like, we also weren't like, you know, we had the sort of foresight of sort of knowing how the game works. I think if you play the game for the first time, you would have taken longer than what I just did, but either way, it takes like a good amount of time to unlock each level in this game. They really make you kind of savor each levels, but that makes sense because these levels are huge. Maybe you just talked about it sometime in the last few years. What did you play it on, Joel? Did you play it on like N64 or PS1? Or was it a PS2 game? I can't even remember. New York, baby. Here we are, Manhattan. The thing that's great about all these levels is the verticality. Like, there's like a lot of stuff to sort of skate on and deal with sort of on the ground level, but then there's always like there's always stuff that's like above you, like whether it's power lines, bridges, wires. Oh my gosh. Ooh, yeah, let's do this. There's so many things to grind on in these games, and it's fucking great. Oh man, as I fall into the ocean. PS1, just got an idea to restore a Driver mission to the college song from Drive. There you go. Dude, you need to do a Driver stream. Dust off. I'm sure you have a copy somewhere in your collection. Oh my goodness. Just what a game. What a game this is. Do you have actually a PS1? I actually just dusted off my PS1 recently because in this series, basically I'm revisiting a lot of these classic Tony Hawk and Tony Hawk spin-offs leading up to the release of Tony Hawk 3 and 4. We already did Matt Hoffman Pro BMX 2 and Dave Mira Freestyle BMX last week. Tony Hawk Underground now. Probably be doing this for a little bit. But I have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 for PS1, which is a really interesting release because that game was obviously designed to be played on PS2/Xbox GameCube, but they still put out a version for PS1, and it's a highly compromised, really watered down version of Tony Hawk 4, but I find it fascinating that they still put out a later Tony Hawk game on the earlier system. You have two PS1s. One works better than the other. Yeah, the lid on my PS1 is stuck. I have to like manually pull like the lid button up after I eject the lid because it's stuck, but it still works. And I got a little RetroTink HDMI upres thing that works for. I got it for the N64 so I can play N64 games on modern displays, but it also works for the PS1. I actually just on Amazon ordered a replacement AV cable for my PS1, and it works great. And yeah, so I'm kind of surprised. My PS1 just sitting on a shelf for so long still works after all these years. Where I dusted off this GameCube a few weeks ago, and the motors to charge up the CD optical drive were not working, so I had to take it to the shop to get fixed. But now that I got my GameCube working, I've been enjoying playing GameCube, I gotta tell you. I know you've been itching to play GameCube as well with your new wireless controllers there, but some fun stuff, some fun times to be had on the Cube. Oh, that was a pretty big combo. Saw RetroTink is gonna get hit hard by the tariffs, dude. Everything's gonna get hit hard by the tariffs. As someone who's into gaming and gaming hardware and electronics, man, it's such a bummer because a lot of the electronic stuff is produced overseas. Like our boys K.L.U.G, who make the EverDrives for retro consoles. I think they make them in Ukraine, and that poor company, the K.L.U.G, they were hit hard by the conflict with Russia and Ukraine, and I know that's a whole saga, but oh, man, a lot of the great stuff here is being developed overseas. So thank you to the tariffs for ruining everything. I only have the RetroTink Mini. I have the RetroTink 2X Mini, so just the 2X upscaler. I know they have like a really nice one that's like a 5X upscaler for like everything, but that's also pretty expensive. And I'm a retro collector and retro gamer a little bit, but I'm not as hardcore. I don't know if I need the 5X upscaler. Plus, I actually pre-ordered the analog. It's called the Analog 3D, the Analog's modern N64 console, which got pushed back from. It was supposed to come out in March, and now it's coming out in June. But I'll get one of those when it comes out too, which is basically going to act as an N64 upscaler anyway. All right, I haven't done any New York goals here. I just see that tape, and I can't remember exactly how you get that tape. Oh, there's a ladder. You can get off your board. That's probably how we do this stuff. Yeah, there we go. Analog 3D 3D3. Look at that. Secret tape found. So that means there's a secret tape in Jersey, I'm sure, too. That I did not find in my time playing that. Let's do a couple New York goals here, and then probably have to call it. Okay. I just realized what's happening here. Wow, okay. Hold on, we gotta restart this. So... Okay, so... Wow, that took care of a lot of them. Here we go. Oh, that was easy. forget what I was gonna say. Oh well. Meh. Meh. Yeah, I know Joel in the chat and myself are new dads for the very first time. I guess when you say, you can't say dad for the first time. When you're a dad for life, right? So we're just navigating that whole thing. Got my little baby girl, and being a dad has been awesome, but it's definitely a new obstacle to find the time for gaming. And thankfully my wife is super cool and chill with me streaming on YouTube and playing a little Tony Hawk Underground. She did say specifically, she set out some restrictions for me. She says, if you're going to be gaming, you need to be playing Tony Hawk's Underground for the GameCube. And I said, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Done deal. All right, so let's find another goal to do. See one over there. See a couple over here. Who's this? Local.
Right, welcome to the fame.
Score 25 on the pyramid ledges. What are the pyramid ledges? I don't know. The famous pyramids? Is it?
Good job, but can you do it at 70?
Okay, I guess it is 78 water. What, this like? Okay.
Waterfront is
I'm doing pretty shitty, but apparently it's enough to impress this local. Doesn't even get a name, this local. There we go. Last but not least, South Beach, Manhattan. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, they give you 2 minutes to get 8,000 points. That's pretty crazy. And it doesn't even have to be in one combo. Oh my goodness. There we go. Kill 5 famous spots. Is that what it said? Kill 5 famous politicians. Whoa, Tony Hawk Underground's getting a little buck wild. Yo, Joe. On his alt account. What's up, dude? Joe, aka Joey, aka Joey Bag of Donuts. How you doing, man?
What's wrong with people these days?
The nut vendor. Sorry, we're just doing the mission for the nut vendor here in Tony Hawk's Underground. Okay. Oh, we're destroying other vendors' carts. Damn, dog. This is brutal. This is really destroying the competition here. Oh my god. Oh my god. This really feels like Gran Turismo, these controls, huh? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my god. Ah! Okay. B is reverse. Oh my goodness. This is very bad. Only have 12 seconds to go. No! Alright, we're gonna retry this. Do it better. AKA Joel. I forgot. I thought that was the real Joe. I thought that was the real deal. I got really excited. Joe showing up to this stream would be a real, like, celebrity sighting. A lot of driving missions in this, huh? Tony Hawk's Pro Driver. Okay, well, clearly I took the long way around for this. Oh my goodness. Where? Oh, here it is. Yeah, baby. Nut vendors unite. Two JN accounts. Oh my God, dude. You're a wealthy man. More accounts than you know what to do with. Oh man. Oh, how much was that? 429? Oh, it wasn't that big. I thought that was going to be a big combo.
Yo, let's see you try this one. Get special on this QP.
Get special on this QT. Get special on Moon. Oh, right. I remember this. Down, left, Y. Okay. Oh, man. No, let's retry. I have to use the D-pad to do. So this is the situation where you need to use the D-pad just to get the precise. No. D-pad. It's like down, left, Y. Okay. I don't know what I did. Down, left, Y. Missed it. Got to make sure we get that special. There we go. Oh! Okay. We got to do this. We're going to... Here we go. Down, left, Y. What? What? There we go. Now, are we going to get credit because we didn't... Oh, okay. We did. We got it. And now that I unlocked the Moonwalk 5.0, apparently I can just do it. Great. Is it down left? I mean, I have to get some special first, but there we go. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Have I not been? I guess I haven't really been doing a lot of special tricks. I don't know if I've had special slots unlocked, so. Now I'm gonna just Moonwalk 5.0 everywhere. There it is. Look at that. This is a super cool grind. I'm a cool dude, man. So, does that mean edit tricks? Special tricks. Moonwalk 5.0, baby. Make twist. Right down X. And that's funny because X, so naturally you think is the left button like on Xbox controllers, but I'm playing on the GameCube, so that means the right button. So make twist is right down X. Oh God. Right down X. Okay, let's get some special and try that one out. No, or not. There we got special. Oh, okay. There we go. The only thing is, can I do hold on. There we go. Just doing the Moonwalk 5.0 everywhere now. There we go. Pretty good. Got the McTwist. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, doing a Mick twist in the air to a grind actually would be pretty good. We should do that. Okay, did not get enough air. Well, let's come at it from this angle. So if we go back here, oof, get a little speed, get a little special. Oh my gosh, we're not. Wall ride on that truck. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get a little speed. Oh my god. These cars are annoying as shit though, just getting in my way. All right, let's try this. Here we go. Oh, damn, I didn't get the McTwist off. Right down. Oh, man. Okay, there it is. I was like, am I getting this? Here we go. Let's try it again. Yeah, that was sick. Get a couple moonwalks in there. Why not? Why does it? It's like I don't think I'm doing. I swear to God, I'm not always doing the moonwalk grind combo button there, but. All right. Well, we might have to call it here pretty soon. This game is as fun as ever. I mean, it's can never hit you as hard as it hits the first time. I mean, that's true with so many games, but this game is just really fun. And the mechanics are just, at this point in the series, just really sound. And then you can even do the old get off the board, find a little ladder. Yeah, let's see what we're dealing with up here. Oh, can you set, on Tony Hawk 4, you can set custom restart spots. So you can, like, basically keep trying things. Oh! So, like, for example, can I do that? Don't know if I can here, but in Tony Hawk 4, you can, like, be like set custom reset, and that way you can, just always start off in a spot. These are fun. Oh yeah, where'd you get those icons from? I know I haven't really joined a lot of. I mean, I've watched a bunch of live streams on YouTube, but I very rarely like participate in chat. So I haven't explored the whole emoticon. Remember when that's how people said instead of emotes? Emoticons. Haven't explored that whole thing in the YouTube verse here. Well, we'll probably stream more of Tony Hawk Underground soon enough because this game is very fun and I want to continue to play it on stream. We're also going to revisit some other interesting Tony Hawk-esque games before the release of Tony Hawk 3 and 4. As mentioned, I want to check out Tony Hawk 4 on the PS1. And by check out, I mean I have played it before, but I want to visit it on a stream. Maybe we'll revisit the original Tony Hawk 1. I've also got a couple of other extreme sports games on GameCube that might be worth investigating. Specifically, I have one of the maybe lesser known SSX game. I have SSX On Tour, which I always liked because it has skiing and snowboarding in it, and it has an amazing soundtrack, which again, if we did on stream, we would have to mute. But all of these games kind of fall into the extreme sports category, and it might be kind of fun to just continue doing that as a series as we continue to check out. Oh, there's McDonald's straight up in there. Gotta go to the Mickey D's. Now you know it's really New York. It's really fucking New York because you got Mickey fucking D's, bro. Gotta do my moonwalk slide. Oh my gosh. That's the thing about this game though. Like these lines, just these infinite skating lines, man. You just keep going, man. It never ends. Except for now. 955. Almost a mil on that combo. That was pretty good. I think that's a great way to end it here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. We'll be back with some more of this type of content. We'll be playing some more Tony Hawk's Underground. I also have Tony Hawk's Underground 2, which I've kind of talked a little shit about earlier. I think it's a good game for the most part, but it's kind of where things lean a little too hard into the whole jackass of it all. I have also got Tony Hawk's American Wasteland on GameCube, and I actually have never played the GameCube version. I played a little bit of the Xbox version. Friend of the stream, Cal Cronin, really digs Tony Hawk American Wasteland. So that's another one that might be worth revisiting as well, because I think mechanically it's very sound, but there's just so much going on in that game with the story mode and all that stuff. But Tony Hawk, fun game. I could play this stuff all day, so we'll be doing much more of this. Thanks for hanging out, Joe Nakatra, Joel, and the crew. Shout out to Jim, who joined earlier. Anyone else who's watching this later, thanks for checking this out. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to support the stream, and catch you next time. Peace out.